In a quiet little village, nestled between rolling green hills and a slow, meandering river, there lived an elderly woman named Martha. She lived alone in a small wooden house on the edge of the town, surrounded by a cozy garden, apple trees, and an old fence which creaked every time the wind blew through. Martha had never had any children, and her husband had long since passed away, but she was never really lonely. There was always Daisy, a small speckled hen with snow-white feathers and a bright red comb. She would always follow her everywhere, pecking around her feet and making soft little clucks. As if in discussion with whomever she was talking to, she would lay one warm egg. Every morning when the sun was coloring the sky with orange and gold, Martha picked it up tenderly, smiled, and whispered, "Just enough for today. That's all we need." She prepared half the egg for breakfast and kept the other half for dinner. Martha tended the small garden herself and grew her own vegetables, living a peaceful, simple life. One morning something unexpected happened. Daisy laid 2 eggs. Martha blinked in surprise. "Well now, that's a blessing," she said softly. She ate 1 egg and took the extra to the local market, asking only enough for a little flour and tea. Daisy laid 2 eggs day after day. Before long, the townspeople were taking notice. "You should sell both eggs," one neighbor said. "Feed her more maybe, she lay 3. Another said, "You could buy more hens and start a business." But Martha only smiled kindly. "1 for me and 1 to share. That's enough." She would give extra eggs to whoever needed them, a family in need, children after school, or sometimes leaving them quietly on a doorstep. And people started calling her the Egg Lady. Then a very stormy season came. Heavy rains flooded the riverbanks, destroyed crops, and left many struggling families. But Daisy never stopped laying her 2 eggs. And Martha, saving many of them, would boil and pickle them, quietly delivering them to whoever may be in need and never asking for anything in return. One rainy afternoon, some townsfolk appeared on her porch. They said to her, "Martha, when you had a chance, why didn't you try to make more money? Why didn't you sell all that you had?" Martha smiled softly and spoke, "Happiness doesn't come from having more than we need. It comes from appreciation for what we do, havant sharing it when others are hurting." I kept what was enough. The rest was a gift meant to be shared. Daisy softly clucked at her feet, as if she agreed. True happiness isn't about collecting more. It's about gratitude, kindness, and lifting each other up. As we share, we grow richer in heart and peace.